I want to say something. Earlier in my other video, in part one, I said, oh, don't have kids, this and that. Having kids is a fulfilling thing. I love my child so much. She only wants me, she wants her mom. Who doesn't want their mom? You know what I mean? She's a baby. But she's fed and bathed and everything. The only thing she needs now is to go to sleep. Is her nap time, which I'm still early for it. It's still early. Anyway, listen. Today I thought we had a dentist appointment. It wasn't today. It wasn't this week. So anyway, anyway, so I feel like that's why she's all, what's it called? I got her kind of. I woke her up early. I got her dressed. I was about to do her hair, but she was giving me a hard time. So before I did her hair, I called, and I was like, can it be pushed back to a later time? And they were like, oh, it's not even today. Because yesterday, I was supposed to do her hair. Oh my God, this week has been crazy. This is, that's for another time. Maybe. I can talk about it now. It doesn't matter. I mean, no, because not yet. Not yet, not yet. Another time, another time. I'll definitely remember. I'm going to come back. Anyway, we're here to talk about the occurrences with my ex and this little girl who stalks me, who's really a gargantuan female. They team up together. They call each other Rocket Power, I guess. Like, they're trying to really follow me. Like, their career, like, right now is to really follow me all the days of my life and try to make it seem like everything that I'm doing is foul, or everything that I do is wrong, everything that like, they're literally, they don't want me to prosper because they haven't prospered with me. You know what I mean? Like I was talking about earlier in my last video with my ex, we were stuck to, like, we were always together unless we had an argument. Now the arguments that we would have, like I said, it would be over nothing. It would be over him cutting me off, or like, just, I don't know, like, or like just like random disrespect. Like, he would start an argument to stay away from me, and it's really like, he could, instead of him just being honest and being like, okay, I'm gonna go home, I'll be back tomorrow, or whatever the case may be, which was fine. Hold on. Anyways, like I was trying to say, like I said, we was together like hip to hip, whatever, and we would start arguments to separate, from us, which was very like weird, but whatever. um I mean, I feel like, yeah, just be honest, it was fine, like I didn't really care. But just to show like how we were like kind of really close, like we did literally everything together until an argument happened. And I felt like an argument would happen because of another female. Like another female would want to, like, either, I could really go into detail and be a horrible person right now. I'm gonna save that for another occurrence. I'm gonna save that for one more occurrence. One more occurrence and I'm finna do it. I promise. Anyways, I'm just gonna say that other women or whatever, like, they liked him or whatever, and they just wanted what I had. Like, they just wanted to get in between that. And he allowed it. He allowed it and said it was for a certain purpose, which was not the case all the time. Or that could have been the case, but it wasn't the sole purpose. You know what I mean? Anyway, they would definitely get in between. But these girls were like my friends, so I didn't really appreciate that or whatever. I mean, some of them were, some of them weren't. Three girls were my friends. And the rest, literally, he was community, you know, really for anybody who had $20, literally anybody. So you can't really be mad at me for keeping the distance that I want to keep now. Like I've forgiven myself for wanting so much to salvage what we had just because we were friends. Even though you were so accessible, so available to everybody, literally everybody, the same way, you know, you were to me. You know, even though we were close, you were close to everybody, literally everybody. So it's not much of a loss to cut you off. And that's what he has a problem with. Like, while he's doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that, I've stayed loyal. I've stayed loyal for like I said, we was together for 2 years. I didn't do anything. I just, you know, took it to the chin. I literally would starve myself, girl. I would start doing more and more things, like substituting food for things that I had no business doing. Sorry about that. Anyway, for a while too. So I mean, it kind of threw me into another depression because it's like I had so many things that I wanted to do, but I made the mistake of revolving my life around him, to where I couldn't really have the time to do what I wanted to do for myself, right? So everything that I wanted to do essentially got pushed all the way into like the back, years and 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 years, and years, like time and time again, because I didn't have the time to do it. Hey y'all, thanks for coming, thanks for joining my live stream. Please like the video, please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks y'all, help your girl, help your girl. This is a part 2 video because the part 1 video had to get interrupted. Anyway. Anyway, I'm continuing a story of my ex trying to like mess up my life and everything. What is this on my shirt? This is my hair shirt. So whenever I'm about to do my hair, which I already kind of said in my last videos, I'm gonna do my hair today. I'm getting my hair done today. I do my hair. So this is the shirt that I wear to do my hair because I like the collar. I like the fact that it's a pink shirt. Well, it was pinker. It got white. I like the collar. It's loose, but it's still tight, so no hair falls through. Nothing falls through to my boobs. I have like big boobs, or some kind of, you know, boobs. All the way to my back too. It's kind of same thing. Anyway, yeah. This is one of my favorite shirts to do my hair in. Anyway, back to my story. Yeah. So while my ex would try to belittle me and everything, I stayed little just to show him that I was for him and I did whatever he wanted, whatever he needed. I literally, you know, I waited. Me waiting would cost me, thank you. Me waiting would cost me literally my freedom, because in my mind I'm thinking about what's happening, what's not happening, literally driving myself crazy until he would finally come back to me. Like literally I was torturing myself, and he saw that I tortured myself for him. He thinks that he can continue torturing me. He thinks he has that power over me continually because of the fact that I gave it to him. You know, like I gave, like in the past tense, obviously not now. He doesn't have that power over me. But it's the fact that he thinks that he still has domain over my, you know, well-being, because I did give it to him, you know, back in the day. So how the relationship ended was like I was over it for a while. The only way that we continued our relationship, the only reason why we continued our relationship was because he would bring me things that I wanted. And I mean, not even that I wanted, he would bring me things to help me distract the fact that I was where I didn't want to be. You know what I mean? If you get it, you get it. You know what I mean? I hope no kids are here. He would help me distract my mind. which was kind of useful because I wasn't being productive, you know, because I was literally revolving my life around him, thinking that we were forever together, together forever, whatever they were talking about. But it was not the case. But so I'm going through, you know, my mind is stuck on what can I do to better my situation, but the situation still occurs because it's like some everyday thing, to where it started being every day, where he would start an argument, where he would go his way and come back and be like, oh babe, I didn't mean it, here, here, here. And I would just take it and take it and take it. But like I said, I was done in the relationship for a while, but because he would bring me stuff, and he was kind of my source of life, like for a point. He paid for a couple of things. I didn't really have to work. I didn't have to do anything. Anyway. um, so obviously it was beneficial or whatever. Hold on, my baby. Anyways, I do want to continue my story real fast before I put my baby to sleep, which I'm pretty sure she's not even tired. She just wants her mommy. Um, where was I? I mean, yeah, like the reason why, I mean, he would bring me things or whatever to kind of keep me happy, you know, so I really, really, really couldn't complain. But like I said, I wasn't really there, so I kept them around because it was beneficial, until I just decided, you know what, like, I mean, I'm still attractive. Like my body, I was and am still an athlete, and my body was very, at the time though, like I was a peak athlete. Like I was still listen, I mean, okay, I was like, when you leave the military or whatever, like I was leaving the like, how do you, detransforming, what do you call it, like when you kind of like, you're way up there and then you kind of like, you know, you're helping me out. You kind of de-escalate from the military. If you get it, you get it. So I'm kind of like coming down from that, but my body's still, you know, up there, whatever. So my body was banging, you know. It's just that I was skinny and everybody was huge, and it was making it seem like I was unhealthy and they were healthy, you know. But my body was proportioned and everything was fine with me. It's just that me listening to everybody made me feel like I was unhealthy. Anyway, and he definitely listened to them. He felt like I was unhealthy and he would treat me like it. He would treat me like I was letting myself go and like letting myself, the whole time I was literally waiting for him, doing whatever he wanted so that um the relationship could continue or whatever the hell. Anyway, oh, where was I guess, okay, so this is how the relationship ended. He finally saw that I was disconnected from him, because all right, way before the relationship ended, because like I said, I was attractive and everything, so people are looking at me like, why am I, you know, in a situation where I'm too loyal to a person who's not loyal to me. I'm literally giving this person my peace, like me, I'm losing myself for somebody else, and like no one is understanding why am I doing that. I'm like, I have so much of a potential, I have so much of everything, and he literally has nothing, you know. I don't want you to see my baby's hair. I'm doing it today too, so I don't want to hear it. But people like, anyway, make sure you don't fall, please. um God, Lee, if I say one more time. Dang, I hate that. Oh my God, I lost my train of thought. Give me a minute. Let me collect my thoughts. Let me collect. Anyways, if you're new here, please like the video. Please follow, comment, subscribe, everything like that and everything. So, like I was saying, we broke up because, like I said, my body was banging everything, and then people were like, "Okay, what are you doing?" And they was like, "Let me help you get over him," and I was like, "How?" And especially because I was doing the right thing, I was like, "Oh, I didn't want to do the wrong things. I kind of, I want to keep my track record good because I care about how I look in the future and everything, like to anybody. Literally, you see how they treat women. As soon as a woman moves on, she's for the streets, she's a whore, she's a Jezebel, she's a, they literally like try to break her mental they try to scarlet letter her, you know what I mean? And I'm over here trying to see where this goes and everything, but obviously it wasn't going anywhere. No one told me that. Like, if I knew that, I would have left a long time ago. Anyway, so at the time, like, there was a point where I was like, F it, I'm done. And I started talking to this guy, and he got my, like, he kind of like would tell me, to stay level headed, that it's only like, obviously everything is just temporary, like pain is temporary. And I kind of took that and I started applying that to my, life. I'm just like, okay, I can last as long as cuz he's beneficial. So as long as I'm still receiving things and I'm still able to, function, I'm still like, getting my hair and nails done, like I'm doing well. My phone bill is paid, whatever. Like I'm all right. I just don't look like it because, you know, I ended up distracting myself. I wanted to go get a job. I had a job and everything. But like I said, I was still seeing this person, but my ex, he was oblivious because obviously we would still have these arguments to where we would be separated for longer and longer periods of time. So I started hanging out with this other person more and more, more and more and more. And we got close. Anyway, it was enough for me to be like, yeah, screw this guy. I left my phone unlocked one night. I went to sleep. He saw the messages. He concluded the situation for himself. And he started telling everybody that I am for the streets, that I am public property, that, all this, all whatever he was. Thank you. Sorry, the story is dragging on, but I'm really trying to say all this to say what's going on now, like yesterday and today and everything, even though that was years ago. Hey, I mean, yeah. So he finally saw the messages and he got so hurt. Even though I went through his phone so many times and saw so many things and I screenshotted everything that I saw and I told it to him, he's like, "What are you doing in my phone?" That's what he said. "What are you doing in my phone?" So when he went through my phone and he saw everything that I'm doing, he left. Literally, that was the last time I saw him. The last time I saw him. The last time I spoke to him, heard from him, everything. Got up and left. And of course, I was hurt. I'm like, hold on. So now it's not the same. You can do it, but do it back. That's when it hurts. That's when it matters. No, it's okay. It's all right. Because it's weird. Like, anyway, so him using that hurt is what helps him follow me till this day and try to be like, I'm gonna get my lick back. He literally follows and stalks me, and no one really believes me when I tell them, because in his mind I was his forever and everything like that. Obviously we were together, like I was the best thing that ever happened to him. So of course he's going through the motions of, dang, she better not move on. I better not prosper without him. He's gonna make sure that he's there with me all the way and everything like that. And it's very weird. Anyway, to present day now. Okay. Anyway, so to today now and everything. Like I said, he's still stalking me. He stalks me on my phone because, like I said, through my past videos, this young lady, this gargantuan woman, she who was one of the people who would say that I'm unhealthy and she's healthy because she was fat and I had like a proportionate body. I had a slim waist and everything like that, which was too skinny to people and everything. She was huge and she was healthy. You know, everyone's like, oh, you know, she's eating well and stuff like that. She is mad at me because of the person I moved on with is her ex. Another person tried to call me. I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Anyway, so she got mad at me because her ex moved on from her to me, and she didn't expect that to happen. Like, she didn't expect him to leave her because obviously she's healthy and I'm unhealthy, you know what I mean? So she feels like she's better than me at everything. She's over there literally whatever I do on my content, I'm present on my social media. So every time I'm present on my social media, she literally tries to do everything that I'm doing to show that she's much better than me at everything. You know, at being a woman, at femininity, life. You know, literally she thinks it's a competition. I'm not competing with you. I'm living my own life. I'm competing with my past. You know what I mean? Like, I'm treating myself better. I'm not here to teach you how to, you know, be me. That's mad weird to me. Like, and my ex, he's weird for helping her. So, okay. Now, how did she know that how did she know that her ex moved on with me? She's a stalker. She stalks his phone. Now she moved on with my ex. She, like I said, she's trying to do this competing thing where she does this, whatever. They ended up hooking together. We all went to the same high school, so we're all close. So they ended up hooking up or whatever. She taught him the ropes of how to stalk phones. You put in your phone number. I heard the conversation that was going on in school about it, but I never really paid attention because I was a good girl and I paid attention in school. People called me teacher's pet because I paid attention. I would raise my hand when nobody would. And they would look at me like, you know what I mean? Like, literally, everything was like, for no reason, a big deal. Literally, oh my God, like life. Anyway. Now that them two hooked up, they've committed this power duo, this rocket power couple or whatever. No one's supposed to know that they're together. No one's supposed to know they're working together to tear me down. No one is supposed to know, but I know him because I literally made sure he was like, he doesn't know that I know him so well. He thinks he knows me so well. He thinks the only thing he can do is show up and it'll make me feel like, oh, and then I won't advance and I won't do this and I'll be discouraged into living because literally that was the person he saw. You know, whenever he had an argument with me, I would sit still and just, you know, dwindle my thumbs and be like, what now? He thinks that when he pops up into my life now, that I'll still be still and dwindle my thumbs. No. When he pops up now, I'm thinking to myself, you know, when is he gonna leave? Like, I'm thinking to myself, when is he gonna be fulfilled? When is he gonna go? And he did move on. He moved on to hella women like he always does. But he keeps me, like, he follows me, tries to see what I'm doing, posting everything, tries to tell this girl to do certain things in a way where he kind of signed off on it. You know what I mean? Like I know he's behind it because of how she would do certain things, because she doesn't know me from a can of paint. She doesn't know me from shit. We just went to the same school together. We never had a class together, nothing. You know what I mean? We're not on the same level. Like, I'm not a hater. Congratulations to you and your accomplishments. The same way I'm proud of myself and everything, but I don't know you. You don't know me. So he's telling her what to do. And they're both thinking that, okay, well, them continuing to put a downer on my life, a damper on everything that I do, everyone that I talk to, everything, literally trying to kind of cycle me or trying to make me spiral or trying to make me crash out or trying to make me feel like I'm stuck in some, you know, like psychosis, or what is it called when you're like stuck in some like orbit or whatever the case may be. But that's not the case at all. They just want me to feel like that. They're like, oh, reminding me of like past mistakes that I've made, past, you know, embarrassments and like weird shit. And it's just like those embarrassments and all the weird shit was not mine. Like it wasn't me. I didn't cause any like foul play, any foul movement or anything. I reacted. And my reactions to what the disrespect was, oh, they reminded me of all the disrespect, all the times where I wasn't the great Houdini that I am today or whatever. I'm not no Houdini. I'm just saying, like, for me to have all this strength, there was a time where I was weak, and they're trying to sit here and remind me of that time, right? Over and over again. Last night or the day before, I don't even know when it was. I guess this week, I'm posting and posting and posting. And like, cause I love myself and I love to bring my energy to, listen, they're quote unquote lost, you know, or they make sure that they put their location in different places, even though they could be down the street. They could literally be down the street, and they're putting that they live in West Buttfuck to make it seem like they're too far for, you know. But like I said, I know their style. Like when they do certain things in a pattern, you get to understand who you're dealing with. You know what I mean? So as far as her, I know who I'm dealing with because she dealt with him. And if you dealt with him once, you're gonna deal with him again, because he's the kind of person where he is repetitive, and he does develop a pattern where he thinks he's so smart. He thinks he's maneuvering so logistically, or, you know, what's the word? He thinks he's doing everything so calculated. But listen, I just want you to know that I see all the BS that's still going on to this day. Oh, they're calling me, oh, they're thinking that I'm some, because they're like turning the whole public against me, like everyone that we went to school with and everything that's going on, they're turning them against me. And like, so they're not supporting my shit. They're not liking my stuff. They're not sharing. They're not interacting with none of my content. So I just unfollowed everybody, you know. Literally they're ignoring my presence, like making it seem like, but when I was with him, they acknowledged, like literally I would get 100 like plus likes on anything. But ever since me and him stopped dating, it was like literally nothing, like nothing, like no likes, no this, no that. And all I do is share pictures of myself. All I do is this, and it will go unnoticed. You know what I mean? The only people who would notice it is the people who are not aware of the battle of that relationship and her. She's making it seem like I stole her man from her. He's making it seem like I deliberately am sleeping around on him, you know, to the reason why they're continuing this thing. And obviously they have more followers than me, so they're able to perpetuate this story and get it further along. And I don't have that many followers. Like I said, I kind of took it on to myself, like all the times where I could have grown and I could have done everything differently. I've stayed quietly waiting to get things, you know, to see what's past them. I would take my anger out on Twitter. So a lot of people on Twitter knew me. I would literally tweet, because he, not only would he start arguments with me, my mom would do it too. And it was like I was always going through some defense, like something where I had to like sit by myself and just be on my phone and just, you know, cancel the world out. Anyways, those days are gone. My mom literally would start arguments with me because she knew that I was like doing certain things that she didn't approve of, like the things that I would take. And she didn't want me to do that to myself. And obviously I kind of wasn't able to talk to her. She's a Haitian parent. She doesn't really understand hurt, anger, pain. She thinks it's weakness. She's like, get up. All you have to do is get up, which is true, obviously, which is why it comes to my point now. The reasons why I haven't been reacting like I would, like I used to, is because I am busy. I'm fucking busy. I don't even care. Like, I don't even want to say I don't care. I mean, I don't, because I'm busy. Like, I'm doing things as a mom, as a wife. Well, yeah, I am my wife. I am my wife. Okay? I'm doing things as a mom, as a wife, as a woman. and I'm making sure shit is done. I don't want things to lapse because, oh my god, the worst case scenario is when things start piling up and you're just like, what the hell am I gonna do now? You know, because as far as strength goes, everyone's literally against you. They don't want to see you prosper. I'm now opening up, letting you guys know what's been going on in my life all them years ago, why I stayed shut, why I stayed quiet, why I stayed to myself, you know, and I'm happy about it. Like I've said this in my past videos, I'm proud of the person that I am, because even though I went through all those trials and tribulations, I came out stronger. I didn't let it kill me. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't let it take over me. But they are, like I said, continuing these things. And I know you said, oh, you know, get a restraining order, but it's not that I can do, because when I said that was the last time that I saw him, that was the last time that I saw him. And her, I think I saw her, like, she wears so many faces. This girl doesn't even know her face. She wears so many faces. I saw her, I think I saw her one day at the mall, but she was with family. I was with family too. And I don't know if that was her or not. So I didn't really I didn't approach her, even though I wanted to. I still think about it. I'm like, bro, let me fucking find out that was her. But obviously she was with family, and you know, they're all gargantuan sized people, so they're not gonna, I mean, they're not gonna just let it be no one-on-one fight, I'm pretty sure. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll let that go. But now she's doing this Tinkerbell thing where, because no one's giving me the attention that they felt like I deserve, they're calling me like, oh, the Tinkerbell that died and everything like that, which I'm not, I don't want attention. I healed. I was healing. So now I'm able to tell my story of what was going on with me. You know, like what took me so long to open up and to like be who I am and everything like that. I got my own problems. Anyways, I got my own shit. I'm doing my hair. Like I said, I had damaged it a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to do something to kind of put it in a new light, in a new health, in a new everything. I kind of want to show you guys my hair, and I kind of don't. I'll show it to you because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the same as it is now. Like I just, not to say I just woke up, but I have not done anything to myself. So please don't be judgmental. I'm just opening up. I gotta go put my baby to sleep. It's about that time. I hate that it's very uneven. So what I'm gonna do is give it another big chop. Even though every time I give it a big chop, like, it grows. Like, don't get me wrong, it grows, but it grows little by little, and I need the whole thing to grow all together. And it's because the front is like, what's it called? Because when I put the color, I put it on here first. You know what I mean? And so the front got eaten like really bad to where it stopped growing, and I need to cut it so that it can all grow evenly. That's the mission today. That's why I'm wearing this shirt, so I can do my hair. It's gonna get messy. I'm gonna go put her to sleep so I can start on that. Please like this video. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you for joining. I love y'all. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your ears. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for interacting. I love that shit. Continue. I'll be back.